Well, all right. I have another story time for you guys. I know the last story time I said 10 likes, you'll get another one. We ended up getting 5, 6 likes, I believe. So this video, I'm gonna make it a little bit easier. How about 5 likes? 5 likes on this video, you get another story time. All right. You see by the title, I don't have to do a whole lot of explaining about what I'm about to get into. You see the title, we can just jump right into it. So this was about ninth grade year in high school. All right. Around that time, I was going to Oak Park. I was going to Oak Park High School. Actually, funny, weird. I'm kind of getting off topic, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. At Oak Park, well, Oak Park High School, they had 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, and the ninth graders had to go to like a separate building. It was kind of stupid. So anyway, either way it goes, I was going to Oak Park in ninth grade, and around this time it was like the winter kind of, and I wanted some boots. So at that time specifically, polo boots was in style. If they in style right now, I don't know. Would I wear them? Probably not. But at that time, they was in style. So I wanted some polo boots. At that time, I was living close to Northland Mall. I remember my friend actually told me not to go to Northland Mall, and the reason why, because at that time, for whatever reason, people were getting robbed for their coats. Why was they getting robbed for their coats? I don't know. But people was getting robbed for their coats at that time. And for some reason, of course, knowing me, I didn't listen. Just like the last story time, somebody told me not to do something, I still did it. So when he told me not to go to Northland, I still did it. This was, years back. So obviously, some things that's not in style now, it's back then it was in style. So I had a Rockaware coat. I know, big embarrassing, but at that time I was fresh. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm telling you. Had the big R on the chest, Rockaware across the back. You couldn't tell me nothing. You hear me? So, despite what my friend told me, I still ended up going to Northland Mall because I wanted those boots, and I needed to go to Underground Station. I probably could have went to Macy's maybe, but I decided to go to Underground Station because they had the exact kind and color I wanted. So I went to Underground Station. All right, but before I even got there, I get to the mall. I'm not even in the mall 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. I'm walking through the mall, and about 5 grown men is walking towards me. And when I say grown, I'm talking about easily over 25, right? I don't remember vividly how each guy looked. I just remember one of them specifically and how he looked. So if y'all remember how T.I. used to wear his hats back in like the early 2000s, yeah, that's how he wore his hats. So, in my mind, I'm like, this guy has to be some type of thug, gangster killer, because you're not a normal African American person wearing a hat like that. Like, you have no reason to wear a hat like that unless you're a killer. Like, in my eyes, that's what I think. So as I'm walking past these guys, I see he pointed at me and said something. What did he say exactly? I'm not sure. But when I passed him, because we was walking towards each other and past each other, so when I passed him, his friend said, "Do you think I'm scared?" And mind you, nobody else was even in the area when we was walking past each other. It was just me and them. So it's like, you gotta be talking about me. So when he said, "Do you think I'm scared?" I kind of peek over my shoulder to see, what they're doing, and they turned around. Now they're following me. So mind you, I need to go to Underground Station. That's all I went to the mall for. That's all I wanted to go to the mall for, was to go to Underground Station, buy the boots, and leave. Okay. When they started following me, I made a quick, swift detour into Foot Locker. So go inside Foot Locker. I'm killing big time at Foot Locker. I'm talking about I'm in there 25, 30 minutes easily. I'm talking about looking at everything: shoes, sandals, socks, hoodies, pants, t-shirts. I'm in there looking at everything, and it's snowing outside. I'm looking at sandals, man. Killing big time. 25, 30 minutes pass, and you know how in the mall it has like these benches outside that you can sit on, and for some reason they was sitting out there, sitting outside the store. That's how I knew they was waiting for me, because they was sitting outside the store. The whole 25, 30 minutes I was in there, they was sitting outside the store. Eventually they walked away. So when they walked away, I said, okay, here's my chance. I can leave. I didn't even get, 5 stores down, and they're following me again. I see them. So I made another detour into Lids. At that time, I didn't even wear hats. So I'm in there for no reason, basically. I'm just looking at a bunch of hats. And again, they're standing outside, sitting at one of those little benches. waiting on me to come out of the store. I'm in there again, 25, 30 minutes, killing big time. And eventually they walked away again. So at this point, I'm kind of fed up, man. I've been at the mall way longer than I anticipated them being. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go get these boots, get up out of here, man. I'm not finna let nobody, push me around and scare me. So I left Liz. When I left Liz, they wasn't even out there anymore. I didn't see him at all. So when I left Liz, I went straight to Underground Station. The whole time I'm walking to Underground Station, I don't see him, I don't hear him, I don't nothing. So I buy the boots. For some reason, once I buy the boots, I turn around, they're inside the store. They're inside the store, man. And at this point, I'm like, well, they're not gonna do nothing to me inside the store. I don't think they're that there. But then again, you never know. That guy looked like T.I. with the hat sideways, like I showed you earlier. So you never know what they gonna do. So anyway, I ended up buying the boots. And once I got the boots, I turn around, I leave the store. And once I left the store, they leave the store. And then they started following me. Once they started following me, I'm coming up with this plan in my head, like, okay, if they come up behind me, I'm gonna have my bag in my right hand, hit them with the left. Oh no, should I have my bag in my left hand and hit them with the right? I'm coming up with all these plans, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna fight them off. It ain't happening like that, man. So I ended up doing the dumbest thing that I could probably do. I ended up leaving the mall. I know, right? So I left the mall, and they followed me outside the mall also. And I'm walking, and I'm trying to pump myself up, get myself ready for this fight. And I hear one of the guys say, "Hey, I like that coat." I turn around. Once he said that, I look to my left, I look to my right. I was out of there, boy. You couldn't see me. All you saw was dust. I promise you, I was Usain Bolt. I took that bag, and I ain't dropped my shoes. I did not drop my shoes. I took that bag like it was a football, and I got up out of there quick. So I'm running, and I probably was only running for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. It felt like the longest run of my life though. And I'm running, and you know how some malls, I don't know if it's like every mall, but some malls, they have police just sitting outside in the parking lot chilling. I guess they'd be bored or something. So I guess God was watching over me that day or something, because it was a police officer sitting outside in that parking lot as I was running. When I tell you that officer pulled up, he stopped the guys, I'm still running. Even though he stopped them, I'm still running. I ran all the way home. And I lived like maybe 2 miles away from the mall, 2-3 miles, and I still ran all the way home. I wasn't winded. I wasn't nothing. I ran all the way home. It was crazy. So the lesson that I want to teach y'all today is, if somebody tell y'all not to go somewhere, man, don't go there. Just listen to them, man. Don't be like me, have to learn the hard way. But like I said, that's the end of that story time. 5 likes for the next story time. But before you go, make sure you like the video, comment. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell. Also, go follow my guy Fly Future on YouTube and Instagram. All right, all of his information popping up right now. All right, so y'all make sure I go follow him, hit him up, like my video. We also did a collaboration on his channel just recently. He uploaded that also. Y'all can go check that out. So yeah, man, enjoy the rest of the video. 5 likes, 1 more story time. I'm out.